Hello, all you lovely people out there. It's the man, Carl, and we're here today with another Give It a Listen. I've got my little notes jotted down. I got a little bit of video playing for you guys today. Today, what I got, it's CSGO again, but it's a little bit different. So this is called surfing in CSGO. There's some sort of mechanic in the game that allows you to slide off of the side of objects and build speed, and I don't know exactly how it works, but basically you just kind of fly around and you grind on the sides of these ramps, and there's tons of different courses and stuff. I just have recently started doing it, so I'm not that great. There's a lot of bad mess ups in this video. There was a couple okay runs that I had, but yeah, I'm not that good at it, so don't be expecting anything great. But yeah, that's about it. Go check it out for yourself. It's a lot of fun. Just search for like surf servers on CSGO if you browse the community servers and stuff like that. But I don't want to focus too much on that. Just want to let you guys know what was going on with that. Anyways, we're here today to talk about one of my favorites, more of a more recent release date, "Good Is Gone" by the band Archipelago. I found out about these dudes via quote-unquote records. They are a record label that I was introduced to by a friend with the band Bomb the Music Industry, one of my favorite bands for the longest time, throughout most of high school. Bomb the Music Industry, incredible ska, punk, electro, just passionate, very passionate music. I'll most likely be doing at least one or two of their albums throughout the course of this series. But anyways, that's how I got introduced to quote-unquote, founded by Jeff Rosenstock, the founding member of Bomb the Music Industry, Arrogant Sons of Bitches. If you've heard of either of those bands, they give away all the they give away all their music for free, donation based, lots of ska, punk, all sorts of different kinds of things though, like this record itself. So Archipelago, this is their second release. They're kind of like a folk, I don't know how else to describe it, but I guess just folk, very atmospheric band. And yeah, let's get started talking about this record. So I don't remember the first time I heard this record. It must have been around when it came out, I think. I think it was around 2012 or so. There's not a whole ton of documentation about these guys since they are fairly underground, but I found out what I could. Anyways, this record, I remember reading somewhere that it was recorded all in like an apartment in Brooklyn, which is, for me, part of the most amazing thing about this record is it's such a massive sound. It just, like, you'd swear it'd be recorded in like a freaking a theater that an orchestra would perform in, but it was recorded in like an apartment in Brooklyn, dude. Oh my god, just I really don't know how to put it into words. Honestly, you just got to give it a listen for yourself. But just the soundscape and the atmosphere that they created through this record is it's incredible. I don't, it's just, you never know. It's beautiful. A lot of very emotional instrumentals on this. There's a lot of really cool instrumentation. Mostly just focusing on like acoustic guitars, but I'll talk about some of the other songs in just a little bit. The songs just kind of flow into each other, which I always love on a record. They just, I could listen to it just all the way through, and it makes sense. It's all a coherent thought, which is really cool. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I've listened to this album. I love listening to it at night. It's a really good album to listen to at night. Like, when I'm walking back from classes to get on the bus to head back to my apartment, I like to listen to this. Or when I'm just, like, hanging out and just, like, want to zone out. It'd be a great record. Like, if you want to just, like, put on an album and turn off the lights in your room and just, like, lay on your bed and listen to something, this would be it for sure, hands down. But let's talk about a little bit of the songs on here. So I got the track list pulled up. I like to take notes when I do this. Like, I just have a couple little like topics that I want to talk about, and this time I have a lot of stuff in all caps just because this album blows me away time and time again. It's amazing. So I mean, really, I could say good things about all these songs. The first track, "Tune Up," which I don't know, man. It's mesmerizing. It's magical. You got the heavy strings. I'm assuming that's like a cello. I don't really know. But it just kind of keeps building and building and building on itself, and it's just this huge crescendo of a song the whole way. And just the various instruments come in, and you got like this really, really high lead guitar riff that's just like, oh, it's beautiful. It really is. I really love that track. And then it flows right into probably my favorite track on the record, which is "The Mast." Now this song, so it's basically, you know, the singer talking about the way that I see it is him kind of talking about like all this chaos in his life and how he needs to be brought back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. But so he's just kind of all this crazy stuff, and he needs to just be reined in, and this person bringing him in together. But one of the key words that comes in on this album, I think, is dynamics. Just the contrast between how quiet it gets in the build-ups to just the massive sounds that they put together with this. It's so good. But the maths especially, which just keeps building and building and building, which is really cool. I really love this song, and it jams. You can feel the emotion in the instruments. It's fantastic. There's a lot of like religious themes on this record, you know, in a couple of the songs, like Reminder, just telling kind of some religious stories, and I did a little bit digging up. So the singer of this band is he said he was raised Christian or something like that, and involved in all that kind of stuff when he was younger, and it comes through in a lot of his writing. You know, on a song like Reminder, on a song like Holy Water and Tired of Eating, just kind of telling just like various little bits and bobs. You get like some religious lines here and there. Just kind of interesting stuff. But the instrumentation on this is really good. You know, you get a song like in harmonica in Reminder. I have these notes all scrambled up. But a song like Reminder, the electric guitar, which kind of contrasts with all the acoustic instrumentation that has been up until that point, and the harmonica in the beginning. I don't know why, I just really like it. It's a nice contrast. Lion's Teeth. Oh man, it's a jam. I wish I would have wrote more notes, but I just put like Lion's Teeth is an effing jam. I honestly really can't associate every single one of these track names with a track on the record, just because I listen to it so many times and I just kind of like close my eyes or just like zone out a little bit. I just have it's a jam. I'm sure it's good. Carry On is a cool song. Like I've mentioned, the dynamics. I mean, I feel like on a lot of these tracks on this record, the dynamic range is so incredible, and it's what really does it for me, and it really helps. I don't know, it's amazing. But one of the things I really like about that song specifically is, I guess it's at like the end of the chorus when he kind of just like stretches out the whole carry on thing. I don't know. You'd have to listen to it to understand. What else do we have? Oh, I have some very brash words about the song "Tired of Eating," and I remember why, because this song just, I don't know, it comes out of nowhere almost, it seems like, every time. But the instrumentation on this, so it starts off and it sounds like another one of the songs, but the instrumentation comes in and it's just these horns. I have the horns of glory out here. I don't know why. But yeah, just the horn riff coming in on the beginning, and it's just, you get a little bit more of the religious themes from there, but it's just a very, very atmospheric, massive sounds on this, which you really just got to give it a listen. And then finally, you know, you close things out with the track "Good Is Gone," which a very, very long song, but it fits in so well. It basically, you know, you start off with like the recording is very different on it, but it starts with a really reverb heavy. It feels like it almost feels like you're in a basement listening to this dude playing piano and singing. But the build up on this is incredible, and the more the lead guitars, which kind of echo like what was in Tune Up, which makes it feel like it comes full circle, which I really love. But yeah, just massive ending to this whole thing. It really is an incredible record. I can't even tell you how many times I've listened to it. It reminds me a lot of Elliott Smith, if you ever listened to him. The vocals sound a lot like him. But yeah, honestly, give it a listen. I think all these tracks are great. Maybe, trying to think of a least favorite song. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Ripples might be my least favorite song. But honestly, yeah, give it a listen. I can't find the link for this on YouTube, but you can go download it for free on the quote-unquote records website. But yeah, totally. Go give this a listen. It's fantastic. The instrumentation, the emotion, the singing, the chord progressions, it all just fits together so beautifully. But yeah, that's about it for today, guys. So thanks for watching. Give it a listen. Let me know what you think. Let me know your opinion. Remember, this is my opinion. You can disagree with it. You can agree with it. Do whatever you want. But just keep in mind, what I say is not the facts and not the truth. Well, maybe it's the truth. I believe it's the truth. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you again next time. Give it a listen. Yeah. Bye-bye.